games against Toulouse, Widnes and Halifax, Swinton arrive here in good form themselves. And John Keir's men will have to be wary of informed Swinton as they look to stop the Bulls from a fourth consecutive win. The line-up then for the Bradford Bulls this afternoon: Brandon Pickersgill at fullback, weak three-quarter line, Ryan Oakes, Webster, Hitchcocks, the halfback partnership. The fourth game in succession is Keys and Lilly, so familiarity there from Keys and Lilly. The forwards: Magrin, Wildy, Kirk, Garside, Farrell and Minchella. And on the interchange bench, it's Haller, Staunton, Doyle and Peltier. Staunton coming in for Bustin, Doyle coming in for Wood. Bradford will get the first half underway wearing their traditional white shirt with red, amber and black hoops. Swinton in their away jerseys, all black and white shorts. They look very much like the Widnes Vikings on show here. What the Bulls would give for a similar performance and a similar result. They will have first use of the ball and they will play towards the Rewley Avenue terracing. We've had 30 seconds gone here on Pulse 2 as they look to break down this right-hand edge with Lewis Hatton. Hatton's brought down there in a three-man tackle. Farrell races out of that Bradford defensive line. Along there with Wildy and Webster, and Swinton moving over on the short side towards the popular stand side, and they've got a bit of a roll on here, the Bulls. Thought about looking to take the centre, Rodri Lloyd, into touch. He'll get to his feet, he'll play the ball. They're in centre field. Good linking qualities there between Smith and Fairclough. And that's the last tackle now for Swinton. They're on their own 30-metre line. The kick's going to come from Harry Smith. Smith looks for a 40-20. He's got a 40-20. What a start here from the Swinton Lions. Bradford Bulls live on Pulse 2. And great play there. He's on loan from the Wigan Warriors and he's making his 14th appearance of the season for the Swinton Lions, and they will tap the ball 10 metres out from that Bradford line, and they're certainly playing with that gusto, that self-belief, that character and confidence as it goes down the middle there from Waterworth to Hatton. Hatton's brought down by Minchella, 5 metres out from that Bradford line. Smith to Fairclough, they're going over in the corner, trying at the corner. The referee's took a tumble. Has he got it down? It's Matty Ashton. The referee says try. Touch judge said there was a funny touch, but Cameron Worsley, the young 20-year-old official from Castleford, he was well placed despite slipping over in the in-goal area. And it's 4-0. The Swinton Lions shocked the Bulls early on, James.
Yeah, it goes to show how quickly a game of rugby can turn on its head. I was just about to say before that kick went out that we couldn't have asked for a better start to the game. Every Swinton player that made a carry was sent back to where he came from, and then a great piece of play by Harry Smith kicking a 40-20 from inside his own 30, quickly turns that set on its head, puts him in a great position and a well-worked move to score in the left-hand corner.
The Pulse 2 kick predictor says 37% chance. It's over on that far stand touchline. And Jack Hansen, 4 from 4 last week in that 20 points to 18 win over Batley with the right boot. That one is going to go across the face of the post. And with 3 minutes gone here this afternoon on Pulse 2, it is Bradford 0, Swinton 4. Not the start John Keir and the Bulls would have envisaged.
No, the first 30 seconds were a great start, and then the kick completely changed things. That's a little bit of a shock for the boys there, so they've got this next set to pull the finger out and turn things again.
So 4-0 to Swinton here. The restart from Lilly going to be taken on this main stand side, and it is going to be Craig Mullen. Mullen's brought down just outside his own 20-metre line in a 2-man tackle from Keys and Ryan, and now the Bulls set their defensive stall. Garside races out. Kibula has come up with an error, and just like that, the pressure off the Bulls, and they will have a scrum head and feed 30 metres out from that Swinton line. Sammy Kibula, he's another Wigan Warriors loanee playing for Swinton in 2019, and he just lost the ball in the contact.
Yeah, he'll be kicking himself there. It was a completely unforced error. Just tried to play the ball far too quickly and didn't have a proper grip on it. So that puts us in great field position.
A chance here then for the Bradford Bulls, who trail 4 points to 0 early doors here at Odsall Stadium. Here goes John Magrin. Magrin down the middle. He's been revitalised. He's regenerated like a Time Lord in the last few outings. Wildy in at dummy half to Michela, to Keys. Keys to Pickersgill, out to Oakes. Oakes tries to get past Mullen and Lepore, and he's brought down. 5 metres out on this main stand side. Ryan's in there at dummy half. Finds it in centre field to Keys. Keys to Kirk. Kirk, the 2-8s collide there. Bennion and Kirk. And Kirk's brought down in front to the Swinton post. Wilde goes probing towards Michela. Michela floats it out wide to Hitchcocks. Hitchcocks! Jai Hitchcocks! He was heading towards the corner. And Rob Fairclough, he body checked Hitchcocks. Hitchcocks foot in touch. And it's going to be scrum head and feet here to Swinton. An exciting start here at Odsall. 5 minutes gone on the Pulse 2 scoreboard. Bradford 0, Swinton 4.
I don't know who's got that decision there. It looks like it's the Swinton players pulled it out and it's gone in touch off there. So I feel a bit harsh for Jai there. But the ball from Minnie to Jai didn't really seem like there's much doing there. Jai almost created something out of nothing then and didn't get anything for his effort.
So Swinton leading 4-0 here at Odsall Stadium. Then it's going to move the ball from their own 10-metre line. Garside in defence, puts a big hit up there on Frankie Alton, and he'll get to his feet and he'll play the ball, and they're going to come down the middle channel now. Waterworth in there at dummy half. He goes scampering clear, now finds Kibula on that offside pass towards Oakes and Keys, the 2 Bradford defenders. Kibula gets to his feet, plays the ball. Waterworth in there at dummy half to Bennion. Bennion with a half break. He's wrapped up on the 5th and last tackle. 8 metres shy of the halfway line. Waterworth now to Fairclough. Fairclough kicks in space. Pickersgill takes that one 10 metres in from the far stand side, and he escapes the Bradford 20-metre line, meets those black-shirted Swinton Lions defenders on his own 30-metre line. Tackle number 1. Here goes Ethan Ryan. Second tackle gone. Bradford on their own 40. 10 shy of halfway. Centre field. Wildy to Hitchcocks. Third tackle gone. The Bulls now 2 metres inside enemy territory as Jai Hitchcocks wins a penalty. There's messing around, pushing and shoving. First penalty of the afternoon. It goes to the Bulls. Jai Hitchcocks held down there in the tackle.
Yeah, that's a just reward for Jai's effort to carry there, carry hard, fight to play the ball, and Jones is just in there a little too long.
So a chance here for the Bradford Bulls. Trailing by 4 points to 0. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest scores in the Betfred Championship. And also we'll hear from Jason throughout the course of the afternoon at Valley Parade. Here goes Farrell. Farrell's brought down 10 metres out from that Swinton line. First tackle gone. Wildy's in there at dummy half. He's got the bandaging around the forehead. Looks like a battle warrior. Goes to Lilly. Lilly, short delayed pass. Sends Kirk on a surge towards the Swinton line. And Liam Kirk's brought down in a three-man tackle underneath the Swinton post to Magrin. First try of the season. Has Magrin got it down? He's held up. He's not off the nudie-doodie. He goes back to the 10-metre line.
I was just about to say, not going to stop the big fella from there, but three players have managed to get underneath him.
Last tackle. Magrin plays the ball. Wildy to Keys to Pickersgill. Pickersgill caught. Great defence from Swinton. Craig Mulhern racing out of that defensive line. And I think we've not given Swinton enough credit there, because Magrin, it was like the mallard charging down the East Coast main line, and somehow they held him up.
Yeah, they've done a really good effort there. You'd have put your money on Johnny to get the ball down there, but that's a bit of a poor end to the set there. We need to get a kick in there, either build some pressure or make an effort to try and get some a try in the corner. Well,
we did mention pre-match that the Bulls going to try and guard against complacency this afternoon. It's difficult to describe the heat we experienced in Toulouse last Saturday evening. That is surely going to play a factor this afternoon. John Keir only making 2 changes, and thus far Swinton, as we say, they're in a relegation battle. The Bulls in a top 5 battle, but Swinton, they don't want to go with the Rochdale Hornets in the trapdoor into League One. They're on the last tackle after good defence from the Bulls. They're on their own 40-metre line. It goes to Fairclough. Fairclough keeps it going. They're playing with adventure and guile here, Swinton. They're inside the Bradford half, but that pass has been picked off by Michella. And Michella takes the tackle on the halfway line. Pulls to scoreboard with 10 minutes gone. It's Bradford 0, Swinton 4. That early try from Richard Lepore. The conversion wasn't there from Jack Hansen, and Bradford now building a bit of pressure as Jake Webster. Whoa. We thought he was going to give a penalty then, but Jake Webster's come up with Bradford's second error, and that is for a knock-on at the play of the ball. So John Keir saying, James, that it's just a repetition of what they've been doing right. You know, play smart, start fast, stay strong. You've got that crispness, that execution, that sharpness in attack, and consistency for the full 80 minutes. All attributes we've seen in the last 3 games. But if the first 10 minutes here at Odsal are an indicator that the Bulls are going to have to work hard this afternoon, then here we go.
Yeah, it's not going to be a given, is it? And we're not doing ourselves any favours with the last 2 possessions we've had, not got to a kick, and 2 unforced errors as well. So JK will be pretty disappointed with this.
Kabula now. Second tackle gone from that scrum. 15 metres inside the Bradford half. Waterworth in at dummy half. Gives it there to Smith. Smith to Fairclough. Fairclough going to be allowed to keep the ball going. Fires it to Hatton. Hatton's brought down. 20 out from that Bradford line. 11 minutes gone. The Bulls down by 4. Clever kick from Smith looking for Ashton. Ryan's going to be trapped in goal. And Swinton are here to play. They forced the Bulls into a repeat set. And this is going to certainly suck a bit of intensity, a bit of energy out of the Bulls. Tanks here, James, they've gone through a lot of defending in this opening 11 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. And when we've tried to keep Swinton in their own half, they've managed to get out with a good little kick, running the ball on 5th tackle, and silly penalties. But that's a great end to the set for Swinton there. That's exactly what we need to be looking at doing the same.
Well, Stuart Littler, he was confident of matching the results that Swinton had here last time at Odsal. Round 23, 2017, Bradford 6, Swinton 16. So from that goal line dropout, the 20 metres out already. Second tackle gone. Benny will get to his feet. He'll play the ball. Fairclough goes over on that left-hand edge. Beckett's going to come down this left-hand edge now with Rodri Lloyd. Frankie Holton's also involved there on that Swinton play. Fairclough in front of the Bradford post. 10 metres out. Misses out Bennion. Gives it there to Smith. Smith looking lively on the feet. Plays the ball. 5 metres out. Waterworth to Bennion. Bennion's underneath the posts. The shock's on at Odsal Stadium. Swinton Lions double the lead. It's 8 points to 0.
I don't really know what to say. It's been a bit of an ambush, hasn't it? It's Swinton have come here full of confidence, play with no fear. They're putting little kicks in, big looping passes. They don't seem fazed at all by the challenge that's ahead of them. And the team playing with no fear and the confidence isn't us at the moment. They've certainly shocked us, and we're going to have to dig deep like we did last week and get ourselves out of this, because with a kick in front of the post, you put your money on him kicking it, and 10-0 down within the first 10 minutes, not a good start.
You've did a thorough review, James, of that performance against Toulouse, but certainly John Keir asking to start smart, play smart, start fast. That has not happened here this afternoon, as Jack Hansen pulls 2 kick predictor at 100%, adds an extra 2 points on the board, and it's Bradford 0, Swinton 10, 12 minutes gone, but certainly everything John Keir's asked the side to do thus far, it's eluded him.
No, exactly. He's sat up in the stand opposite us, getting a little bit animated as well, so we really need to turn this around, or the boys are going to be in for a lashing at half-time.
Been a very flat, pedestrian start from the Bradford Bulls. I think the message has just come on from John Keir via Gareth Carvell, who has just give the players a bit of a tongue lashing behind the posts. Lily's restart, taken by Smith, 10 metres out from his own try line. And Swinton, they're going to move the ball just outside their own 20-metre line. Smith's in there at dummy half to one of the stars of the championship, Matty Ashton. He has 16 tries for the season. He's one of the talismen for the Swinton Lions, and he has a good attacking threat. Here goes Lewis Hatton on a short ball. Third tackle gone. Waterworth to Bennion, the try scorer. Bennion gets the legs pumping. He's up to halfway. Fourth tackle gone. It's all Swinton in this opening 15 minutes here as it goes to Kibula. Then away. Ashton. Inside support from Smith. Swinton are going to go back to back. It's going to be 14-0. We've had 14 minutes on the clock. The Bulls, top 5 hopes, in danger.
Again, Swinton throwing caution to the wind, running it, last tackle, nice little flick pass from the centre to release the winger down this right edge, and great support play by Harry Smith down the middle. We look like we're a completely different team to the team that's been here the last 4 weeks. Is it complacency? Is it the mental fatigue from last week? Who knows? But we need a change of look, a change of momentum. Whether that be a big play from somebody that's on, an interchange, something like that, but we need a spark from somewhere.
Harry Smith taking the pass from Ashton on the inside, and Harry Smith, his second try of the season, and he'll enjoy that one. The Pulse 2 kick predictor, 100% once again for Jack Hansen, the former North Wales Crusader man with the right boot, between the posts, over that red, amber and black dot. And with 15 minutes gone here at Odsal Stadium, it's Bradford Bulls live on Pulse 2. Bradford Bulls 0, Swinton Lions 16. Look at the supporters. They're getting on back of the John Keir side.
Yeah, I think Gareth Carvella had come on then and said, look, break this down. We reset from now. We kick off, kick deep, complete this set. We just need the ball back. It's been 3 back-to-back tries. We need the ball back, put ourselves in a decent position and actually challenge Swinton in some way.
Well, Swinton, they have all that early ascendancy and momentum. They have yet to come up with a mistake inside the Bulls half, and the Bulls, as you say, James, they just need to work on shutting down this Swinton attack. Second tackle gone, the 25 shy of that halfway line as they move it back down this middle channel, and Manny Aston certainly getting stuck in the thick of things. Waterworth's in there at dummy half. Decides to go once again back down this middle channel. Short pass there from Jones to Hatton. Hatton's brought down on the halfway line. Fourth tackle gone. Matt Garside has just held on in the tackle. A penalty apiece now, and this is going to give Swinton more field position in the right area of the field, and the Bulls are going to have to defend. And we've had 16 minutes gone, James. The Bulls, they've had no real feel for the game.
No, that fourth tackle penalty is a killer. One more tackle, you get the ball back. So now they've got another set of 6 on our own line. It's just getting harder from here.
Bradford, they've just lost 2 league games here at Odsal all season. They need to show that character, self-belief and resilience they showed in the south of France here to repel this Lady Swinton Lions attack. Here goes Patrick Jones. Jones brought down 5 metres out. It now goes to Fairclough. Fairclough takes the line on, fires it to Benyon. Benyon's in again, is it? Benyon can't get the ball down. Pickersgill comes in along with Ethan Ryan. They're keeping it going, Swinton. Harry Smith, he's brought down by Manny Wilde. The 10 metres out, the Lions. A 4th try in this opening 20 minutes could be critical for the Bulls. Last tackle. They'll play the ball with Fairclough. It goes to Hansen. Hansen kicks behind. But the Bulls, the trap's dead in goal. Jai Hitchcocks, he had 3 Swinton Lion defenders on him there. Richard Lepore, Craig Mullen, and it's a second goal line dropout that the Lions have forced here inside the opening 20 minutes, James.
It's full credit to Swinton. They're doing everything that we should be doing. They're running hard, they're completing sets, they're asking questions of us in defence. This is the second repeat set. They're building a lot of pressure. They've got a real stranglehold on this game right now.
It's Barrow 4, Lee 0. That's a result that's going in the favour of the Bulls. As Swinton, they've come up with an error from the goal line dropout, and it's on. There's pushing and shoving. The touch judges come on. There's a post, a stanchion in front of me, James. I can't see anything other than the players pushing and shoving.
You wouldn't be able to see him anyway. It was Sam Hallis that was in the middle of it, the shortest guy in the field. But I said 5 minutes ago we needed a spark from somebody, whether that be somebody who's already on the field or an interchange. Sam Hallis comes on, first contribution, he forces an error, gets right up in the face of Gav Brennan. That's exactly what we needed. He might be getting a little bit of a telling off from the referee here, but he's well within the rules, well within his rights to do that. That was exactly what we needed.
Swinton's first error of the afternoon, and that will give the Bulls a huge sense of respite and relief here. They're down on the Pulse 2 scoreboard. 16 minutes gone, 16-0. They trail here at Odsall Stadium. Can they build something from this set of 6? Hitchcock's brought down, and he's going to concede the penalty, Jai Hitchcock's. He said something to the referee. It's going from bad to worse here at Odsall Stadium. And now the touch judge is coming on. Is this decision going to win? Oh my word! I've seen everything now, James. The touch judge has told the 20-year-old referee, "You got it wrong, mate. It's a penalty to the Bulls."
Very, very rarely you see that.
Very rare. That is why Jai Hitchcock was so incensed with that decision. Here come the Bulls, a full set of 6. 40 metres out from that Swinton line. The war cry goes up at Odsall. Webster tackle number 1. Wilde in at dummy half. To Hallis. Hallis like a battering ram. He carries Bradford inside the Swinton 20-metre line. They go on that short-hand side towards Lilly. Lilly out wide to Webster. Webster's going to be brought down 10 metres out. 10 metres in from the far stand side. Looking at the structure and shape here of the Bradford Bulls as they win their 3rd penalty of the afternoon. Webster was delayed in playing the ball, and now it will be quickly taken by Farrell. But the referee says that's a false start. Let everybody get back in line, please. If you're just joining us, early tries from Lepore, Benyon and Smith. Bradford down 16-0. We've just had the 20-minute mark gone here. Wilde out of dummy half to Michella. Michella! Oh. He's put the ball down on the line, but the referee says he has lost it. And now Harry Smith tries to take a quick tap on the 20-metre line, and Liam Kirk's impeded him. The Bulls are down to 12 men. I've seen everything in this first 20 minutes. They're hitting that self-destruct button.
I was hoping for an easy afternoon of commentating with you this afternoon, Mick, but we've had everything, haven't we? You'd have thought them 2 back-to-back penalties, Minnie's diving for the line, that have got us back into it, and how quickly things can change. Now we're down to 12 men, things have got that little bit harder now.
Well, the Bulls, they're certainly showing hunger and ferocious appetite in defence now. Matty Aston, he's molested there by Farrell, and Hallis is on his back. He nearly lost the ball. Waterworth out of dummy half now to Jones. Jones is on the Swinton 40-metre line. Ted Shire halfway, 21 minutes gone. The Bulls still down by 16 points to 0, but they're down to 12 men for the next 10 minutes. Liam Kirk, professional foul, no complaints with that decision. He did stop Harry Smith taking a quick tap on the 20-metre line after Elliot Michella had lost the ball over the Swinton line. Swinton 10 metres inside the Bradford half on the 5th and last tackle. It goes in centre field to Fairclough. Fairclough under pressure from Hallis. This one's coming down like a rocket. Pickersgill's lost it, but Pickersgill was impeded, and the referee is going to say penalty to the Bradford Bulls. They're 4 for the afternoon, and now it's Swinton's turn to feel aggrieved, James. I tell you what, 16-0 down. This game's had everything as Jai Hitchcock quickly taps the ball on his own 40-metre line. He's made 15 valuable metres. It now goes to Wilde, to Keys. Keys takes on Kibula and Smith. 35 metres out, second tackle gone. Wilde through a hole. Wilde caught on the shoulder by Benyon. The supporters not happy. Referee Worsley says play on, it is tackle free. Keys now to Garside. Garside goes probing on this main stand side. 5 metres in. Oakes at dummy half. Fires it to Keys, to Hallis. Hallis in front of the Swinton post. 8 metres out. Bradford in good field position here. They're on the last tackle. Wilde to Keys. Keys fires it to Pickersgill, and Pickersgill's wrapped up by Kibula. 5 metres out. Pulse 2 scoreboard. Bradford 0, Swinton 16. We've had 24 minutes gone.
That's a poor end from Keysy. We need to find a kick there. That's 2 sets that's happened. We're not challenging them on 5th tackle at all. just handing the ball over. Here, come out of yardage now. We need to challenge them more when we've got ball in hand.
Swinton just going to try and calm things down here on this set, you feel. Bradford, they're down to 12 men, but they've certainly just about got back in this game. They've got a real feel for it. And there goes Jake Webster on Richard Lepore. And the former Italian international is brought down just outside his own 20-metre line like a rag doll. 24 minutes gone here. Bradford looking for a response. Rodri Lloyd gets to his feet, plays the ball. It's an early kick on the fourth tackle from Fairclough. And Fairclough, kick taken in there by Ethan Ryan. Ryan's been dumped on his shoulder. Gets to his feet. Willed it to Pickersgill. Pickersgill plots a path towards the Swinton Lions try line. And Pickersgill's brought down. 10 metres shy of halfway. Lily's now in there at dummy half. It goes to Farrell. Farrell's brought down. Couple of metres shy of the halfway line. Here goes Ross Peltier, who's just come on the field. Ross Peltier, we heard from him in the pre-match build-up. He said the Bulls would guard against complacency. Now they've got to chase the game. Quick play the ball from Peltier. Hallis to Garside. Garside's rolled over on the last tackle for John Keir's side. Just outside the Swinton 20-metre line. In front of the main stand. They're moving into centre field. A kick on the 30 from Keys, looking for Webster and Hitchcocks. That's been taken by Lepore, and Lepore, he let the highest, and he's going to be brought down on his own 20-metre line. And Swinton, they've got 3 players down in back play at the minute, although it does look like Craig Mullen on this main stand side is just tied his shoelace. But Swinton, James, and I think it's great credit to the Bulls. They're down 12 men with Kirk in the bin, but Swinton, they just played it down the middle.
Well, that's it. We need to give ourselves a chance to actually finish a set. That was a much better end. We put a kick up into the corner. We challenged for it. At least we're asking questions now.
Oh, Swinton have lost the ball in a tackle from Farrell and Minchella. It goes to Lilly. It's the 0 tackle. Keys now to Oakes. Oakes is brought down. 0 tackle. Bradford need points on the board. That will aid their confidence. It goes to Keys. Lilly misses out Minchella. Finds Peltier. Peltier, look at the leg drive there from Peltier. The line speed. He's still going, Ross Peltier. 15-metre drive. Keys over the top to Ryan. Is anybody at home? Yes. And it's Craig Mullen. Ryan will play the ball. Lateral pass from Keys to Peltier. They're in front of the post. 10 metres out, 4th tackle gone. They go to Minchella, now out wide to Lily, to Pickersgill, to Webster! Webster's ball to Hitchcocks, and it's got into touch. So near, yet so far for the Bradford Bulls. Jai Hitchcocks just saw the ball move forward out of Webster's grasp. Another Pulse 2 scoreboard, it remains. Bradford 0, Swinton Lions 16. And it's 2-0 to Liverpool at the moment. The ladies score from Valley Parade.
We're slowly building our way into this game now. We've knocked out some sets. We're actually completing. I think Jake might have been better keeping the ball for himself there and trying to reach out from where he was. But, yeah, from where we started, we're building somewhere bigger now. We're knocking sets out. We're actually asking some questions. We seem to have calmed down a little bit, so when we get the full complement and Kirky comes back on, be able to throw a little bit more shape and hopefully get some points on the board.
We're just waiting for this scrum to Swinton, 10 metres out from their own line. The referee has stopped the clock because, as we said, Swinton, they had a couple of bodies down in back play, so everyone taking on water just as we did last Saturday evening in Toulouse, and the contrast in these performances couldn't be any wider. The Bulls really haven't played smart or started fast in this first quarter. Lady scores, Barrow still beating Lee and Batley beating York. So 2 results going the way of the Bradford Bulls this afternoon, and it's Halifax 12, Widnes 0, and it's currently Coventry 8, Hunslet 12 in League 1. So here we go from that scrum. Swinton, they've lost the ball again on the first tackle. Can Bradford turn and punish this possession? and turn it into points on the board. Pickersgill returns the ball. Down the middle, now with Peltier. Second tackle gone. Peltier's offload the ball. Hold the tackle count. Hallis goes towards the Swinton line, and he's brought down 5 metres out. 15 in from the far stand side. Farrell in at dummy half now to Lily. Misses out Peltier to Minchella. Crossfield kick from Keys. Ryan takes it. Ryan's felled there by Aston. Aston in a try-saving tackle. Oakes at dummy half to Keys to Minchella. Minchella in front of the post. He's on his knees and he's brought down. 4th tackle gone. Hallis to Keys. Keys will go and do it himself to Garside. Matt Garside, his first try of the season, and that could be a crucial score in the grand scheme of things, because the Bulls, down to 12 men, with Liam Kirk in the same bin, they've narrowed the gap. It's 16-4.
Yeah, we needed that. That's huge. I was thinking if Swinton scored again, even though it had been 20-0, you'd think the game would have been out of reach. But yeah, we needed that, get ourselves back in it, something to build off. But just to put praise on Ross Peltier and Sam Hallis, since they've come on. Between the pair of them, I think they've turned this game around. They've ran hard, they've brought a lot of enthusiasm and energy, a lot of aggression from Sam Hallis's half, but yeah, they've really changed this game for us.
Joe Keys, the Pulse 2 kick predictor. 84%, and this one is 15 metres to the left-hand side of the post. Keys, last week in the south of France, he converted 3 from 5 attempts. His goal-kicking percentage in 2019 is 86%. A crucial attempt at goal here. Are we down to a 10-point ball game? Joe Keys, effortless. The Bulls narrow the gap further. And on Pulse 2 this afternoon, we have another championship thriller on our hands. Bradford Bulls 6, Swinton Lions 16. And James Green, we often say, in a game of rugby league, momentum is a big thing, more so than any other sport. And just because one side have it early on doesn't mean to say that that's the way the game's going to go. And Bradford can take a lot of confidence from that Matt Garside try.
Absolutely. We've looked a stronger team for the last 5 minutes. There's been a clear shift in momentum. Oh, I've spoke too soon. Jai dropping the ball dead from kick-off. I'm not going to say anything else now. Sorry, Jai.
Harry Smith's restart. It was an angled restart. It's come down with thunder. 10 metres out from the Bradford line. And Jai Hitchcock's, I think you've got to question his positioning. He looked out of position to take that ball, and he's coughed it up. Bradford's 5th error in this first half, and now they're immediately back under the pump, and they're still down to 12 men from the scrum. Smith to Kibula. Kibula's brought down. Kibula's pretty much 5 metres out from the line. It's going to go over on this left-hand edge. In front of the post now. Peltier has to come in. Ethan Ryan's in a lot of discomfort on this main stand side. Swinton are calling for the ball, but they're going to go back on the inside. Fairclough's pass there to Hansen. Hansen's brought down. 2 metres out from the Swinton line. Swinton are going to try and pitch one from Hatton. Hatton keeps it going. Ethan Ryan is like a lamb to the slaughterhouse. And Ethan Ryan, he's been out-jumped, out-foxed. And Matt Aston, he has try number 17 of the season. That was painful and predictable, James. We could see what was going to happen. Ethan Ryan, he was calling for the referee to stop the clock. The referee, he had to, by the laws of the game, because it wasn't a serious injury, it wasn't a head injury, and Ethan Ryan, he was, like we say, a lamb to the slaughter. The crossfield kick from Smith, taken out of the air from Aston on this main stand side, and it is now 6 points to 20, and Ethan Ryan, he's going to hobble off the field, and I don't think he will play any further part in this first half.
No, you've got a feel for him, haven't you? It's clearly in a clear discomfort. We could all see it coming a mile off. Harry Smith again looks up very intelligently, puts a kick on Ethan's head, knowing full well he's not going to be able to jump for it. And yeah, his hands were tied. There's nothing he could do there, poor Ethan. just watch it unfold and concede the try.
So a chance now for Jack Hansen. 2 from 3 attempts. This is 4th of the afternoon. The Pulse 2 kick predictor. 64%. This one, 25 metres out. That goes between the posts. And Swinton, they've re-established their 16-point lead here over the Bradford Bulls at Odsal Stadium. We've had 32 minutes gone on the clock, and the Pulse 2 scoreboard says Bradford Bulls 6, Swinton Lions 22, and that's come about after that first try of the game from Matt Garside. The Bulls switching off, James, coming up with that error, and Ethan Ryan, as we see there, he's going to go down the tunnel. We'll try and get an update at half-time, but you simply cannot do that at this level.
No, that's it. We'd had the ascendancy for 5 minutes. We'd built a nice little bit of pressure and some momentum. All it takes is one unforced error like that to undo all that hard work.
And I think we've got to give the Swinton Lions a lot of credit. They realised that Ethan Ryan was in discomfort. He was struggling. And unfortunately for the Bradford Bulls, Harry Smith, pinpoint accuracy on that kick, plucked out of the air by Man Aston. And as we said, he now has 17 tries for the season. And he has been absolutely pivotal in getting the Swinton Lions safely away from those bottom 2 relegation spots. They're on the restart now, 5 shy of the halfway line as it goes from Fairclough towards Hatton. Hatton's brought down in a 2-man tackle. Kirk's back out there on the field, so it was 6 points apiece as Ross Oakes has just lost the ball, but it's gone backwards towards his own line, and the Bulls now will look to turn defence into attack from their own 20-metre line. And I was just saying, while Liam Kirk was in the sin bin for that professional foul, we saw 6 points apiece, Garside and that try from Ashton. So here we go, Bradford just trying to get back in this game before half-time. We've got 6 minutes to go. Here goes Jai Hitchcox on a lovely mazy run. Pickersgill's in support. Pickersgill takes the pass. Pickersgill will cross out wide in the corner, and just like that, electric stuff from the Bradford Bulls. That was from the John Keir playbook, and the gap's narrowed again. The Bulls go the length of the field. A sensational try.
I think Jai's redeemed himself there, don't you? There's a piece of individual brilliance from Jai. Picks the ball up from dummy half, sees somebody dog-legged in the line, spots a little gap, right foot step, bursts right through it, and like all good fullbacks, Brandon Pickersgill's on his inside to mop it up, finish it up, and exactly what we needed 5 minutes before half-time.
Brandon Pickersgill, his 6th try of the season. He's now scored 3 tries in the last 3 outings. He scored against Widnes Toulouse on Saturday, and he now has got the Bulls back in this one. Well, I didn't think, James, if I were being brutally honest, and we've still to do our big ball Pulse 2 prediction, but we were talking sort of off air, and we weren't showing Swinton any disrespect, but perhaps this was a game where the Bulls might look to make a bit of a dint on their points difference. But as it is now, they're going to do well to win the game.
Well, that's it. On paper, looking at the league table and past results, you'd have put your money on us to not run away with it, but win convincingly, and it's not working out that way at the moment. So as it stands now, we'd just be happy to come away with the 2 points.
The cheers in the background will tell you, Joe Keys from the touchline on the far stand side. We're back down to 10 points the gap here on Pulse 2 this afternoon. Bradford 12, Swinton 22. Elsewhere, Barrow still beating Lee, Batley beating York, and it's Halifax 18, Widnes 6 at the Shea. We're back underway via the boot of Jack Hansen. He's on his 23rd appearance of the season this afternoon, and I've known Liam Kirk since he was coming through the Bradford Bulls under-14s, and let me tell you, he put Rob Fairclough under a lot of pressure in the kick leading up to that try. Perhaps he's found a new mean streak, but here come the Bradford Bulls on the restart, 30 metres out from their own try line. Peltier sucks in that defence, gives it there to Staunton, who's come on the field. Staunton, back to Pickersgill, the passes are sticking. It goes from Garside to Oakes, and Oakes is inside the Swinton half. The Bulls have got 30 metres there on a free-flowing, great executed move. Here goes Garside out of dummy half. He's brought down now 38 metres out. In front of the Swinton post, centre field, Michela to Peltier. Peltier plots his course towards the line, takes on Kibula. Kibula can't grapple, keep hold of Peltier. Peltier gives it to Keys. Keys is stood up, tackle not completed to Hallas. Now it goes to Michella. Michella's going to front up on the diagonal, and he's brought down over on the far stand side there by Frankie Holton, and it's a penalty to the Bulls. A dangerous throw there on Elliot Michella. Bradford's 5th penalty in this first half, and with 3 minutes to go to half time, another try here from the Bradford Bulls certainly would put the in the fire, and the Pigeons running away from the cat. Here goes Hallas, he's going to tap it. He goes to Lilly. Lilly now to Kirk. Kirk on his shoulder. He's rolled over. Looks to be in a little bit of discomfort, but he'll get to his feet and he'll play the ball. Hallas goes short side to Farrell, to Pickersgill. Misses out Webster. Picked up by Hitchcox over on that eastern touchline in front of the Popular stand side. Hitchcox moves 10 metres infield, and he's just brought down 10 metres out to the right hand side of the post. In front of the post now, Keys to Staunton. Staunton puts the big don't argue in there on Harry Smith and Sam Kibula, and Matt Staunton's brought down on tackle number 4. Bradford, they're down by 10. It's another penalty. Hands in at the ruck. Sammy Kibula, he looks like he needs to head to the water trough. Some of these Swinton players, they've had a lot of work to do in defence now. There's a lot of puffing and panting out there. Here goes Ross Peltier. Penalty quickly taken by Hallas. Peltier rolled over on his back. 90 seconds remaining here at the end of a gripping first half at Odsall. It goes to Keys, to Lilly. Lilly to Pickersgill. Out wide. Jai Hitchcox. Hitchcox is brought down 2 metres out. 70 seconds here at Odsall. Webster from dummy half. Webster's got the ball down. The referee says penalty. It's been stolen over the Swinton line, and it's 7 penalties to 3 now. And the referee must be slowly losing patience with his Swinton indiscipline. We're going to go back to the 10-metre line. Webster, there's 50 seconds on the clock. Webster taps the ball over on that far stand side. It goes to Lilly. Lilly's just going to calm things down. Brought down in a 3-man tackle. Hallison at dummy half. To Peltier. Peltier down the middle. 4 Swinton defenders bringing down the Jamaican international over the line. And Peltier will reset, recharge, reload. 10 metres out from that Swinton line. The Bulls putting Swinton under the PUMP. Here goes Keys. Keys in front of the Swinton post, looking for an opening, and he's brought down with 20 seconds remaining. A crucial period in this game. Hallas to Farrell. Webster! Jake Webster's done it! The Bulls have scored on the hooter. The gap's narrowed further still. 22 points to 16, and listen to the hooter. There we go. The Bulls back in this one, James.
Yeah, Swinton was starting to creak there, weren't they? Defending 5 sets on their own line, hanging on, waiting for that hooter. Thankfully, with 20 seconds to go, Jake barges his way over. So that now shortens up the scoreline, makes that job that little bit easier for the second half, and maybe JK might calm down a little bit at half time, and people might not get as much of a rollicking now.
I tell you what, Jake Webster scored that with 6 seconds remaining in this first half. It was like watching an episode of James Bond, you know, where he's trying to defuse the bomb and all of a sudden it gets to 007 like it did in Goldfinger and it stops. Well, here at Odsall, Jake Webster's secret agent 006, and he has his 7th try of the season. Time is up here at Odsall. Keys, the Pulse 2 kick predictor, 71%. He's 5 metres in from that far stand side with the right boot. Joe Keys, that one looks good. It's good. It's there. Half time at Odsall. It's Bradford Bulls 18, Swinton Lions 22. From a neutral point of view, James Green, this is probably the greatest game you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's had everything, hasn't it? Not been a neutral, been on the Bradford side. It's been all from what we spoke about all week.
Well, the Bradford Bulls have finally emerged for the start of this second half. They trail by 22 points to 18. We didn't make a big ball Pulse 2 prediction at the start of the show, James, so here you go, no pressure, make it as big and as bold as you want. What's going to happen in this second half?
Bulls by 4, I'm going to say. It's going to be nip and tuck throughout. There's going to be momentum swings like there has been in the first half every 2 minutes. But I back us to nick it by 4 points in the end.
My big bold prediction in the second half is strap yourselves in, we're going to go the distance. And just like Jordan Lilly did in that round 2 meeting when Bradford beat Swinton by 31 points to 12, this one will be decided by a Jordan Lilly drop goal. My doctor won't approve, my blood pressure's already high. We're back underway here.
1 point as tight as that.
Oh, I hope it's not from a Bradford point of view, as Liam Kirk's caught high. First tackle, and here we go. Perhaps that frustration of Swinton being meant to wait those additional minutes. They've gone high on Liam Kirk before we made it to tackle number 1. Penalty count now 8-3 in favour of the Bradford Bulls, and it's only a matter of time before the 20-year-old official from Castleford, Cameron Worsley, starts to question the discipline of the Swinton side. They're on tackle number 1 with Connor Farrell on the halfway line. Hallison at dummy half to Peltier. Let's see if the Bulls start with like a house on fire, like a rocket launcher, as it goes now towards Hallis. Hallis from Peltier's play the ball to Minchella. Minchella's brought down, third tackle gone. He's 25 metres out from that Swinton try line, centre field position. It goes to Lilly. Lilly goes darting forward out the back door there to Pickersgill. Pickersgill's 20 metres out, and that's the 4th tackle gone here. The Bulls playing towards the Ruley Avenue terracing in this second half, down by 4 points. Lilly out of dummy half to Peltier. Last tackle in front of the post, 15 metres out. It goes to Lilly. Lilly goes probing to Keys. Keys, a delicate chip over the top. The bounce of the ball, well, it's not allowed to bounce because Matty Aston has taken that on the full, and that was perfectly well read. And I don't think Joe Kay will be too disappointed, James, because the Bulls have turned over the ball, 5 out from the Swinton line.
Yeah, definitely a nice composed end to the set. Finished ourselves in a good field position. The only thing that could have topped that was maybe put it on on Ross Oakes' head and let him contest for it.
The half-time scores were Barrow 4, Leigh 6, it's Batley 6, York 2, and it's Halifax 18, Widnes 10. It's Keighley 16, West Wales 6, and Doncaster 12, Whitehaven 8, and Kobe Green not on the score sheet, but he's making an impact, we're told. Coventry 14, Hunslet 22. Swinton are on the halfway line, just inside the Bulls' half now, on the last tackle. Cries of a forward pass from the crowd as it goes back towards Harry Smith. Harry Smith goes long and high. Pickersgill takes that to ironic cheers on his own 20-metre line, and he will solder forward and he'll take the Bulls up to their own 30-metre line. First tackle gone. Fairclough and Benyon in defence there for the Swinton Lions. Garside, who was Bradford's first try scorer this afternoon, he started that fight back. He's rolled over on the Bradford 40-metre line. Second tackle gone. Hallison at dummy half to Oakes. Oakes straight down the middle, up to halfway. He's rolled over, gets to his feet, plays the ball. Quick pass out of dummy half there from Hallis. He finds the willing, running feet of Peltier, and Peltier is brought down in front of the Swinton post on the Swinton 40-metre line. It now goes down the middle with Minchella, and Minchella, he's caught the Swinton markers, not square, and here we go, James. They're on the team warning. Swinton, they've conceded 9 penalties, and it's whether or not now they can handle this Bradford pressure.
It may not crack now, but eventually it's going to take its toll, so we've got to stay smart, stay composed, and keep building this pressure.
Tackle number 1, Liam Kirk, 20 metres out in front of the post. Hallis goes left, finds Minchella. Minchella straightens up, goes right. Back it goes to Kirk. Kirk's going to take the second tackle in as well. Great carry there from Liam Kirk. 5 metres out in front of the post. It goes now to Keys. You can see the openings opening up. Keys offloads the ball to Hallis. Hallis comes on this main stand side. He has a word in the ear there from Jake Webster, and he will calm things down, and he will just play the ball 10 metres out. Farrell towards the Swinton line. Farrell's on top of the Swinton line, millimetres close. Hallis out of dummy half. Was that another penalty? No, it wasn't. Last tackle, the Bulls have lost ground. Hallis will play the ball 8 metres out. It goes now to Lilly. Lilly peppers one in. Too much, was it? No, it wasn't. perfectly weighted. Sam Kibula, that come off Kibula's right shoulder, and the Bulls, the first time this afternoon, a solid set of 6. The foundations are being built, a repeat set forced. We've had 44 minutes gone here at Odsal. Pulse 2 scoreboard, Bulls 18, Lions 22.
Yeah, we've got to capitalise with this set now. You can see all the Swinton players, hands on hips, on their haunches, very slow to get behind the try line to actually kick the drop out. So if now is the chance to capitalise.
We'll keep you up to date in this second half with any further scores from Valley Parade. Those that are weren't able to get a ticket for the sellout clash. It's currently Liverpool 3, Bradford City 0 at half time. Bradford, they've not led so far this afternoon, and they've come up with an error, and they won't continue to lead as Farrell has lost the ball. He was in a bit of an arm wrestle there with Patrick Jones, and Paddy Jones, along with Lewis Hatton, it's getting a little bit fiery out there. The referee's put whistle to lips and he's now going to have a word with Connor Farrell. It's getting a little bit feisty out there, James, and I think that shows the desperation from both sides. He's going to speak to Hatton and Farrell. It will be a scrum to Swinton, though. Bradford's 6th error in this game.
Yeah, Farrell don't seem to be having any of it, does he? Yeah, that's a huge let off for Swinton. We had the ball for 5 minutes here, back-to-back dropouts. Really asked some questions of the Lions, but we've not come away with anything, which is a real shame.
Still Batley 6, York 2 at Mount Pleasant. Elsewhere, Barrow 4, Leigh 6, and it's Halifax 18, Widnes 10. Here comes Swinton, and it's young fullback Jack Hansen. Hansen's up and past his own 40-metre line. He's 5 shy of halfway. Quick play the ball. Scott Moore's on now for the second half, and Scott Moore, he's certainly controlling that ruck. And as you say, James, we've had 5 minutes gone of this second half, and because Swinton have not had any ball, we didn't even notice Scott Moore had really come on at half-time in an interchange between him and Luke Waterworth. Here goes Scott Moore. Congratulations on career 250 as he's gone now without the ball. Scott Moore's come up with an error, and Hallis has picked it up and he's carried that ball up to the halfway line. Swinton were 35 metres away from the Bradford line when Scott Moore just inexplicably passed the ball behind him and there was no one there. Here goes Hitchcock's now. Hitchcock's not brought down, gets the ball to Hallis. Hallis finds the support there of Peltier. There's a penalty coming up here. Something's happened in back play. Swinton are down to 12. The referee goes to the back pocket. Open up the sin bin. Goodbye.
I've completely missed what happened there. All I saw was Jake Webster fly off this right edge, chasing Lewis Hatton all the way down the field to say something to him.
It's Lewis Hatton who's gone.
And luckily the referee got there first and sin-binned him before Webber could get his hands on him.
Well, he's still not leaving the field. And listen to the noise here now. Well,
it's funny how he's got an hamstring injury now when he's got to walk off the field.
I think the Rugby Football League want to have a look at this footage here because Lewis Hatton, is he delaying the inevitable? Bradford's 10th penalty now. The lead, 10-3 on the penalty count, and it's more pressure. We've had 46 minutes gone at the start of this second half. Webster to Farrell. Farrell on tackle number 1. 8 metres out in front of the post. The war cry reverberating around Odsal. On comes Tom Doyle, his 3rd appearance of the season. Doyle to Kirk. Kirk down the middle. Doyle, he had a home debut here against Rochdale. 2 tries in that 52-16 win. Doyle out a dummy half to Keys. Keys out wide to Pickersgill. Out wide, it is a try. In the corner, is it? No, he's not. Ross Oakes, foot in touch. Try disallowed. And you just saw there the creativity of Lilly and Keys. Swinton down to 12 men that were exposed out wide. And with Ethan Ryan off the field, Ross Oakes standing in on that left edge. And he has just been adjudged, James, to have put a foot in touch. No try. It remains 22 points to 18.
Yeah, it was a lovely play by Joe Keys. Lovely looping ball over the top, right where Ross Oakes needs it. But that goes to show where you've got people playing out of position. If Ethan Ryan's on the end of that, does he finish it? I guess we'll never know. But Ross can't knock his effort. Almost had it, foot slightly in touch. But I'd love to have seen what would have happened if we brought the ball to the right edge, because Jordan Lilly had his hands on his head, screaming for the ball. Thomas Doyle went left instead of right. Jordan clearly saw something in front of him, but again, we'll never know.
Scott Moore's just leaving the field. He appears to have an hamstring injury. So Luke Waterworth will come back on. So Scott Moore in his 250th career appearance. He featured 21 times for the Bulls under Jeff Tuvey in 2017. And he looks like his game this afternoon is over. But the Bulls, they've just conceded the penalty. Perhaps a little bit too much raw youthful exuberance from Hallis and Doyle. And Swinton awarded their 4th penalty now of this game. And that one for laying on. And the Bulls, they've got the numerical advantage, James, but it's not going to count when you don't have the ball.
No, I think with that comes the pressure to do something with the advantage as well, and we seem to be putting too much pressure on ourselves. The whole Lewis Hatton incident, people seem to have got the backs up, maybe getting a bit too aggressive, forcing things a bit too much. We just need to calm down. We've got another 7-8 minutes with a one-man advantage.
Bennion carries the ball up to halfway and just inside the Bradford Bulls half for the Swinton Lions. Waterworth found a dummy half to Harry Smith to Kabula. Kabula fronts up there on Staunton and Garside. And Kabula, he's got the leg drive going forward and he's brought down and he's lost the ball there. Kabula, it's another penalty. Referee says not releasing. We've had 15 penalties now. Both sets of players getting increasingly frustrated with the way these penalties are coming about, and a crucial period in this game now because it's back-to-back sets for the Lions, and Stuart Littler's side are going to tap the ball 20 metres out from the Bradford line. It's Bradford Bulls live on Pulse 2, Mick Gledhill and also James Green, our special guest this afternoon. And Swinton, they know that a 5th try here, that really would ask questions, and they will get a 5th try. It's Smith to Kabula, and Sam Kabula has crashed over out wide, and Sam Kabula is on loan from the Wigan Warriors. That's his 1st try in Swinton colours.
Yeah, he's been a real handful all afternoon, as Sammy Kabula, isn't he? The big fella out wide. Swinton play the ball right in the middle of the field. Halfback takes it to the line, gets Sammy Kabula one-on-one with Joe Keys, big man on little man. Big man in full flight, just brushes Keys aside, and he's got 10 minutes to go to finish it. And yeah, try in the corner for the big fella.
And you've got to argue, James, well, maybe not argue, but state the fact, the glaring fact that has come well and truly against the run of play.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got a one-man advantage. We've had all the ball for the last 5 minutes on the Swinton line, but like we said pre-game, they're a team that don't go away. They've had their opportunity. They've took it with both hands. Clever, not even a long shift play. It was just take the ball to the line, big man, little man, and big man's won.
Pulse 2 kick predictor, 34%. Swinton, that's gone between the posts from Jack Hansen, and it's 18 points to the Bradford Bulls, 28 to the Swinton Lions. 4 from 5 attempts. The Bulls now have to score twice to win this game, and they have 28 minutes remaining on the clock. Jordan Lilly lines the restart up on that halfway line. Referee Worsley puts whistle to lips, and Lilly sends that one downtown. As we say, Swinton down to 12 men for the next 5 minutes. Just say a good afternoon to our loyal listeners. We've got Bruce in Sydney, where it's 1 a.m, he says. Sue Cater, she's still travelling back from Toulouse. Andy Petch listening from Swinton. Mark Fletcher loving the coverage, listening from Huddersfield. Bob Mayers listening from Bayldon. We've got Lindsay and Michael Taylor listening from Wyke. And Lenny Smith, Craig Hughes and all the mightily fine NHS staff joining us at the Bradford Royal Infirmary, loving the call. Let us know where you're listening to this one. Bradford have to come back from the dead again. Kimula on tackle number 4. He's 10 metres inside the Bradford half on the Bradford 40 metre line. And Swinton spread the ball over on this main stand side. Rodri Lloyd, he's brought down there by Farrell, and he's going to be pushed backwards as Webster comes in with Hallis. Good suffocating defence there from the Bulls. It's on the last tackle, and they know they've got the man advantage, and that one's gone horribly wrong there from Rob Fairclough. He was looking to put that one into touch. Pickersgill took a chance. He's returned the ball to his own 12 metre line, and now Bradford, can they inject some sparkle into this performance? It's been indifferent is the best way to describe it this afternoon. Ross Oakes, second tackle gone. 15 metres shy of the halfway line, centre field. Doyle's in there at dummy half. Goes to the right, finds Lilly. Lilly now to Farrell. Farrell looks for an opening. He's brought down on the Bradford 40-metre line. Third tackle gone. Doyle goes out of dummy half. He's up to halfway. Thomas Doyle. He's made 15 metres forward there. The young homegrown Bradford hooker. It goes now on the halfway line to Lilly. Lilly sends a wobbler up for Hansen. Hansen takes that on his own 10-metre line. Tries to kid Kirk, Minchella and Hallis, but he hasn't fooled anybody, and he's brought down 80 metres out tackle number 1. We've had 14 minutes gone at the start of this second half. 26 minutes remain. The game's on a knife edge. Bradford have to score next, you feel. Waterworth now to Lloyd. Lloyd's brought down, former Welsh international, once upon a time at Wigan, Lee and London, and also at Widnes. He was a try scorer last week in that 2018 win over the Batley Bulldogs, as Swinton finds some form at the right time to move away from Rochdale, Dewsbury and Barrow at the bottom. They're going to kick early in the count because they've been trapped inside their own half. Hitchcock lets the ball bounce, takes it inside his own 20-metre line. Here we go, we're going to see a bit of a Jai Hitchcock special. He puts the fend in there on Lepore. He's still going, his Jai Hitchcocks. He returns the ball magnificently well. He's 15 shy of halfway, and now Lilly goes in at dummy half. It goes towards Farrell. Farrell's running laterally, he's running sideways. That's frustrating the Bulls supporters, but that might open it up on that left-hand edge for the Bulls. Minchella's looking for support. Oakes has overrun it, so Minchella keeps on to the ball. Third tackle gone, they're on the halfway line. They're going to move it back into centre field as Magrin comes back on off the interchange bench. And John Magrin, he's making a huge impact. 15 metres made there, that'll open it up for Keys. Keys tries to dice and slice his way past the Swinton Lions defence, and he's brought down 20 metres out. Last tackle now, it goes to Lilly. Lilly, crossfield kick, Webster. Hitchcock's chasing this one. That one's taken well there by Lepore, and Lepore does exceptionally well under pressure of the experienced Webster and Hitchcock's, and he will take tackle number 1 for the Swinton Lions, although Swinton have lost the ball. Swinton have lost the ball. 10 metres out from the line. This is the break the Bulls wanted, James. It was Luke Waterworth. He was trying to offload the ball out of the tackle. What a brain fart.
Brain fart indeed, yeah. This could be a huge swing of momentum as well. You look at the Swinton players, hands on hips, very slow to get behind the ball. Now we've got the ball 10 metres out with a full set of 6. Hopefully close this gap again now.
Bradford trailing 28 points to 18 from the scrum. Tom Doyle goes through a gap, half break, half chance. Door shut on the youngster, the 20-year-old, brought down 5 metres out from that Swinton line. Can the Bulls make this pressure count? Hallis out of dummy half. It goes to Lilly. Lilly now to Magrin. Magrin down that middle channel. Magrin brought down by 3 Swinton Lions defenders. Second tackle gone. Doyle to Keys. They're still down to 12 men. Keys is wrapped up by Smith and Jones in a 2-man tackle. There's 2 tackles remaining here for the Bulls. They've lost a little bit of ground as it goes to Hallis, to Lilly. Now it goes to Farrell, to Webster. Webster on a bad storming charge towards the line. And the Bulls back from the brink. Not on this play the ball. 4th tackle gone. It goes to Lilly, to Hallis. Hallis on that left edge. Kibula wraps him up. The line was open. We're on the last tackle. It goes to Keys. Keys' kick taken by Hansen. Hansen jumped from the field of play. It's another forced set, another repeat set, and the Bulls will go again. Bradford 18, Swinton 28 on the Pulse 2 scoreboard. James Green.
Yeah, lovely little kick from Joe Keys there. He's seen that their outside back shoot up, trying to shut everything down. Puts a lovely little kick in behind. Fullback gets there to sweep it up, and he's bundled over the dead ball line. So another set of 6 in good ball. See if we can make something out of this.
David Harrison joining us from Bridlington. China Bull listens every week from the east in China. And Donald Young, the Bradford Bulls doctor, is listening in from Madeira. So everybody's joining us. Stacey's messaged in and she says she and her dog Oreo are listening in New York. having breakfast in the morning. Oh my God. Here comes Bradford on that goal line dropout. Lilly to Webster. Webster's inside the Swinton Lions 10-metre line. Webster wins a penalty. 11 penalties now to the Bradford Bulls. Someone take the whistle away from the referee. But Swinton, you just sense the tiredness now. Is this going to be a bit of a step too far? They have a 10-point lead. We've had 58 minutes gone here at Odsal Stadium. We're fast approaching the hour mark. Bradford looking for the first points of the second half. Lilly! Jordan Lilly! He doesn't score many, but he's gone over for the second try of the season. And that has kick-started the comeback here at Odsal Stadium. 58 minutes on the clock. Jordan Lilly taking the Swinton Lions line on. He had the confidence and courage of a lion.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a training ground move, was it? Jordan Lilly's looked up, seen two defenders not getting off the try line, very fatigued, flat-footed. He's just right foot step, give it everything he's got and just barged his way over from all of 2 foot out. I don't think he'd have been able to reach from much further out, would he? But yeah, the pressure's took its toll now. Hopefully Kesey slot this, get the ball back again, and again keep that arm wrestle going.
I can just picture Stacey and her dog Oreo in a New York apartment at whatever time in the morning it is over there having breakfast, absolutely going crazy. That's the power and magic of radio. Welcome to the broadcasting world. We've also got Amanda Richardson, Dave Hicks, Peter and Isabella Gledhill joining us as well this afternoon. Pulse 2 kick predictor for Joe Keys. Oh, it's at 87%. Strike it sweet, Joseph. Joseph does that. And we've an hour gone here at Odsal Stadium. Do not go anywhere. It's Bradford 24, Swinton 28. It's another thriller from the Betfred Championship.
Yeah, we're coming into the final 20 minutes now, 4-point ball game. Who's going to hold their nerve the longest? That's what it's going to come down to. We've built a lot of pressure this half. Hopefully the last 10 minutes it will take its toll.
The restart from Harry Smith, taken in by Lilly, 10 metres out. Here goes Liam Kirk. Kirk brought down by Smith and also Waterworth in a 2-man tackle. Lilly now out of dummy half, looks and fires it into the arms of Webster. Bradford all of a sudden, they've got that momentum, they've got that roll on, and people talk about the exciting finish in store for all 14 championship clubs. I cannot speak highly enough of this fantastic, fabulous championship competition. And Bradford are 2 metres shy of the halfway line. It goes now to Keys, to Staunton. Manny Staunton, that's a 20-metre run. I'm rubbing my eyes in disbelief. He had Kibula on him. He's brought down over on the far stand side. Now goes in centre field with Keys. Helix there with Lilly. Lilly to Farrell. Farrell's brought down there in a 2-man tackle by Holton and Mullen. And that's the last tackle for the Bulls. The 30 metres out. Keys, angled kick. Looking for Minchella. Minchella, was he impeded? No, he wasn't. Great takeover on that far stand side there by Matty Aston, who really has been a statue in defence. He's unmoved. He didn't blink. He tracked that ball and took it from the clouds. And now Swinton, the gap is down to 4 points. Bradford 24, Swinton 28. 19 and a half minutes remaining here at Odsal Stadium, and Jack Hansen tries to break clear. He's 5 shy of halfway, comes on this main stand side. They're going to kick early with Fairclough, and that's Swinton showing a lot of respect to the Bradford Bulls. But once again, Rob Fairclough's kick, it's not going to go into touch, so Bradford are just going to return it, and it's Pickersgill up to his own 20-metre line, and that was a good confident carry there from Pickersgill.
Yeah, he's had the devil's own job of getting the ball out of our own end there in the corner. It's a nice strong carry, picks Fairclough out, bumps him off and makes another 5 metres upfield.
Jai Hitchcock's on the third tackle over on the far stand side. Ross Oakes out of dummy half. He takes 2 Swinton players with him. That's tackle number 4. Doyle inside the Swinton half. Thomas Doyle. He's made 25 metres and 4 Swinton defenders bring him down. And it's Lewis Hatton who's fresh on the field from out of the sin bin. He goes for Doyle's legs. Minchella now to Lilly. This is the 4th tackle coming up Farrell to Webster. Webster, he was very nearly put away there. Hitchcock was calling for the ball. Bradford are on the last tackle. 20 metres out. Farrell back to Lilly. Lilly takes the Swinton line on. Inside support from Magrin. Oh my word. A clattering tackle there from Kabula on Magrin. And that was the power play. The Bulls were going for it. And on the Pulse 2 scoreboard, with 17 minutes remaining, it's Bradford Bulls 24, Swinton Lions 28. 5 tries, plays 4. The 4 scorers for the Bulls, Garside, Pickersgill, Webster and Lilly. Don't divert your ears, we're going the distance this afternoon on Pulse 2 as Swinton carry the ball up towards the halfway line. Waterworth's in there at dummy half. He looks for the support, gives it there to Jos Kenga, who's just come on the field. Kenga is brought down inside the Bradford half. Waterworth down the middle to Hatton. Hatton takes on Kirk, Staunton, Doyle. 3 homegrown products there in that defensive tackle for John Keir's side. The 30 metres out on the last. Harry Smith, a booming kick. That one's gone dead in goal. What on earth is going on? It's a 7-tackle set. And on comes the message, quickly tap in and let's go again.
Yeah, I think the last couple of sets Swinton have finished with, they just seem to be happy to shut up shop, try and find touch, get a minute's breather, suck it in and defend their 4-point lead.
A huge result coming in from Mount Pleasant. There's still time to go. It is Batley 14, York 6, and Stuart Glover is listening from the loft in North Yorkshire. Is that too much excitement for the family? He's been sentenced to the loft. Here come the Bulls. They're inside that Swinton half. Keys now to Hallis. Hallis goes the direct route, taking on Kenga, Kibula, also Benyon in there, and he's brought down 30 metres out from that Swinton try line. We've got 16 minutes remaining here at Odsall. The Bulls are down by 4. They've not led this afternoon as it goes over to Pickersgill on that left edge. Pickersgill's rolled over. 18 metres out. Pickersgill quickly gets to his feet. Minchella at dummy half. Now to Keys. Keys to Peltier. Peltier, he gets a lot of attention there from Harry Smith. Kabula. Kenga also in there. They're on the last tackle. Keys to Staunton. Matty Staunton's in. Matty Staunton. We're locked up. It's 28 points apiece at Odsall. 15 minutes remain on the clock. Odsall. Jubilation in the stands. Joe Keys. No pressure on the conversion. This to give the Bulls the lead.
Great little move by Joe Keys there, shaped to kick the right edge of Swinton, sat on their heels, about to turn to chase what they thought was coming. Instead, changes his mind. Lovely short little ball to Matty Staunton, who's in full flight, one-on-one, hands off his opposite number and crashes over from short range.
Matty Staunton, he's missed the last 2 games, but he's back with a bang. And that was a huge sucker punch there for the Swinton Lions. We're locked up at 28 points apiece. Joe Keys, the Pulse 2 kick predictor. He has this one at 85%. It's just to the left-hand side of the post. He's yet to miss this afternoon. He draws that imaginary line. Will he pilot this one between the posts? Yes, he does! Joe Keys gives the Bradford Bulls the lead at Odsall. 30 points to 28.
Looks like we could be getting out of jail here. I don't want to speak too soon, but from being behind for for 68 minutes, not played our best. To get ourselves back in this, again, comes back to that mental toughness, not giving up the task, getting yourself back in it and getting your elbow back to the wheel.
The Bulls that don't want to let that one roll dead. Harry Smith's restart. It evaded Jordan Lilly with the bounce. Hitchcock's gets the Bulls out of the in-goal area, but they're under immense pressure now. Swinton caught inside the 10. 12 penalties to 5 in favour of the Bulls. And Bronnie Hitchcock's Jai's mum, she's listening in from Byron Bay, Australia. I tell you what, I'm extremely jealous. We've got people in New York, in Sydney, Byron Bay, Bridlington, and I'm here at Odsall. 12 minutes remain here. Bradford 30, Swinton Lions 28. Doyle. Goes down the middle now with Magrin. Magrin brought down in a free man tackle, rolled over on his back. John Keir very animated on that far stand side. He is getting the messages on loud and clear. Hallis is brought down on the 30-metre line. 5 tries apiece. It's come down to goal kicking. Keys to Lilly. Lilly to Peltier. Peltier is going to be brought down inside the Swinton 20-metre line. We're on the 4th tackle here on the restart. Wildy's back out there. Gives it to Keys. Keys through the line. And the ball's been lost in the Swinton goal area by Joe Keys. He has got incredibly close to going back-to-back for the Bulls. The referee will say penalty for crossing. The try wouldn't have counted anyway. We'll stop the clock, and we have 11 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here at Odsal. James, this is normally the time where we'd ask Damien or whoever's doing the commentary with me to name 4 potential man of the matches to put it to the vote.
Okay,
fire away.
Ross Peltier's got to be one. Sam Hallis. I think Matty Staunton's had a great impact on this game since he's come on, and Joe Keys' game management's been fantastic this second half.
So there we go. The poll will be going up on the Pulse 2 Bradford Bulls Facebook Live page and also on Twitter. Swinton, meanwhile, are kept at bay. They're deep inside their own half as it goes towards Lapori. Lapori's brought down on the 4th tackle on his own 40-metre line. He'll get to his feet. He'll play the ball. Waterworth, he's lost the ball. But the referee, Cameron Worsley, says Lilly and Wildy have stolen the ball. And this one is 5 metres inside the Bradford half. And Stuart Littler is saying, don't go for 2, keep the pressure on. Unbelievable tension in the stands here at Odsal Stadium this afternoon. The supporters, they're on the edge of the seats. No one is leaving this one. It's been another thriller, a 10-try thriller, 5 tries apiece. Rodri Lloyd will tap the ball 20 metres out. Brought down there by Farrell and Wilder. Just to left of centre field, Waterworth goes down the middle there with Lewis Hatton, one of 6 former Rochdale Hornets players in this Swinton side this afternoon. Waterworth to Kenga. Kenga towards the Bradford line, and Joe Kenga there is brought down, the former Hunslet Keithley man, 5 metres out. It's going to go to Fairclough, to Smith. Smith's lost the ball. Listen to the cheers, and Smith's absolutely disgusted with himself. He's thrown the ball over the dead ball line. That will force referee Cameron Worsley to stop the clock. And you've got to give credit to this Bradford Bulls goal line defence, James. They have improved impeccably in the second half. Just the 1 try conceded to Kibula.
Yeah, credit to Joe Keys and Elliot Minchella there. They read what was happening. Got in front of the lead runner exactly as he caught it. Dipped his shoulder. Too much pressure, couldn't take it in. Great defence from them too.
Bradford Bulls 30, Swinton Lions 28 here at Odsal Stadium. Jake Webster wins a penalty. There's punches being thrown. Here we go. Jake Webster was being held in the tackle, and there was a bit of elbow, there was a bit of arm swinging, and it's all broken out. Well, it was Origin on Wednesday, and Origin's arrived at Odsal. Look at this on Wildy. Foggery from the Lions. Oh my word. Lapori's now going on Hallis. Well, let me tell you, someone's walking here, James, because this is an absolute disgrace.
Oh, we're on it.
Oh, Lapori and Hallis. It's like a boxing ring. Let him get on with it. Here we go. It's exploded.
I'd love to know what's been said there, because it all seemed to have died down, and then Lapori throws a left hook at Sam Hallis.
Well, Hallis and Lapori are going for mine. Poor Sam Hallis. He's got claret running from the forehead. Too graphic to explain if there's any children listening this afternoon. But that is a disgrace. What I've just seen is an absolute disgrace to the sport of rugby league. Everyone on that field should be absolutely ashamed. And referee Cameron Worsley, he now has the job of sorting this mess out. But poor Sam Hallis, he was being held back there while they were scrapping on the floor. And Richard Lapori, he got a few haymakers away on Sam Hallas. Lepori might as well start walking now, James, because there's no way he is staying on that field. Referee Cameron Worsley, he split the two sides. He's getting the report from the touch judges. There was 4 mini brawls that broke out.
There's absolutely no discipline from either team there. You think it's cooled off a little bit, another bit splinters off, another fight happens. That cools down, another one kicks off. Just a point.
Oh, we're going to the back pocket. We're going to the back pocket. Cameron Worsley, it is going to be 10 minutes in the sin bin. It is going to be Paddy Jones. Paddy Jones leaves the field. That's one in the bin. Are we going to see anybody else?
You might have someone joining him, I think.
Jake Webster. He's looking for Jake Webster. He's calling out Jake Webster. And Jake Webster now has to come towards the referee. And we're still waiting for Paddy Jones to get off the field here. And the referee now finds Jake Webster. And Webster's going to the bin. So both sides are down to 12. And are we going to see the card colour change? Yes, we are. Yep. The red card's out here. Lepori's going to go. He has to go. He threw punches at Sam Hallas. Well, is that it? The referee just waiting for Paddy Jones and Jake Webster to leave the field. We've had double yellow. And that red card is coming out now. Lepori's gone. Lepori leaves the field. He threw punches at Sam Hallas. He now wants to argue with the referee. The referee points the finger, and it'll be a penalty to the Bradford Bulls. And how does the referee sort this out, James?
I think the referee, it's in his best interest to maybe take another minute or two before it takes any more action. Let both teams cool down a little bit, because you know full well as soon as somebody kicks for touch, takes that next carry, we're going to be on again. So he needs to take his time. He's got both captains now giving him a dressing down. He don't want to see any more of that. Hopefully the 12 and 11 players that are still on this field now have calmed down a little bit, because it's going to be a tense 8.5 minutes to finish this game, and there's a good chance it spills over again.
Hallas stays on the field. He could consider himself lucky. But as we've got to say, James, where is the sportsmanship in Swinton players holding Sam Hallas back and allowing that thug Richard Lepori there to throw punches at a defenceless Sam Hallas?
Exactly, zero discipline, and there's no place for it in our sport.
Bradford awarded the penalty 30 metres out from their own line. So it is 12 men of the Bradford Bulls against the 11th men of the Swinton Lions with 9 minutes remaining. Here comes Peltier down the middle, 15 metres inside the Swinton half. Wildy's in there at dummy half. It now goes to Hallas, who's had the blood washed away from his face. And Bradford, you suspect, a 6th try here will win them the game. It goes now to Lilly. Lilly to Pickersgill. Pickersgill through a half break. And he's brought down there by Kenga on tackle number 4. 15 metres out. Hitchcock's in at dummy half. It goes to Farrell. Farrell in front of the Swinton post. 8 metres out. And that will be the last tackle, says referee Cameron Worsley. Wildy, will he go left? Will he go right? He goes left to Keys. Keys twisting and turning. Can't offload the ball. And it's a flat end to a set of 6 there from the Bradford Bulls, who lead here with 8 minutes to go. 30 points to 28 on the scoreboard, James Green.
That's not a bad end to the set. I can hear a few people groaning around me, but we've turned the ball over in a corner, 5 metres from the Swinton line. They're a man down. Do your best coming out of your end now.
A remarkable game of Championship Rugby League here at Odsal this afternoon. We've had Kirk in the sin bin, Hatton in the sin bin. We've now got Webster and Jones in the sin bin, and Richard Lepori, he has been dismissed. I'll let you be the judges when the footage is released later on, early next week. But that was absolutely disgraceful. Here comes Swinton, though. Swinton are clear. It's Manny Aston. Aston's away. Aston's going underneath the post. Hitchcock! It was an air grab. And Swinton, against the odds, they've gone 60 metres. And he's shone behind the post. Manny Wildy's been caught up in something now.
Why is it always the shortest men on the field that always feel like they have to fight? It was a well-worked play from Swinton. Straight down the middle of the field. They've sent 2 attackers on a defender. You've got to make a decision. He's took one. The guy that's available, he gets the ball, and it's Matty Ashton, who's got pace to burn, simply rounds Brandon Pickersgill, just beats him for sheer pace. And Jai, if he had maybe another 5 metres, he may have been able to get there. Just about misses him with the ankle tap, but there's no substitute for pace, and he skips under the post, and you'd expect him to slot this now, and we're back behind by 4 points again.
6 minutes remaining on the clock. We were just saying the numerical advantage. Well, that's count for nothing this afternoon.
What do we know?
Bradford's normally tight, compact middle defence. Clearly the energy that they've exerted on themselves has got to the Bulls, because they just crumbled there on the 4th tackle. And it was Harry Smith down the middle, inside support there from Matty Aston, and Aston went underneath the post. And here we go, Pulse 2 kick predictor 100% as Jack Hansen sends that one between the posts. We've got 6 minutes remaining here at Odsal Stadium. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going the distance this afternoon. What do the Bulls need to do now, James, in these final minutes?
Just not panic. A lot can happen in 5 minutes. Not force it.
Oh, hang on, they've gone for the short restart. It's gone 10. Swinton palm it back. Sorry, James.
No, just saying, don't panic. We're going to get the ball 2, maybe 3 times. There's plenty we can do in that time.
Swinton, they lead 34 points to 30. It has been a phenomenal game. We've had 11 tries, 6 tries placed, 5. A converted try here for the Bulls knows that they potentially could wrestle the lead back and take home 2 vital points. It's 14 points apiece between Batley and York at Mount Pleasant. Swinton, they're inside the Bradford half. Bradford, of course, travel to Bootham Crescent next Sunday. Another game you can hear live on Pulse 2. 4th tackle coming up here for Swinton as they just go down the middle. They can run time off the clock. Harry Smith's calling for it on that far stand side, which he does. He drills that one into touch behind Pickersgill and Oakes, and that one has just gone dead in goal. A bit of a mistake there. Here we go. They're calling for the ball. Jordan Lilly on the 20-metre line. Bradford, they've got 4 minutes to go to preserve that 8-game unbeaten home run in the league here at Odsal Stadium. They're down by 34 points to 30. Farrell on the 0 tackle. Lilly out of dummy half, past the Bradford 40-metre line, brought down 5 shy of halfway. Wilde to Keys to Peltier. Peltier up to halfway, 2nd tackle gone. Nothing fancy from the Bulls, they have that man advantage. Keys goes on that left-hand edge to Staunton, to Michella, to Oakes. Oakes is away. Oakes has Hansen to beat. Hansen brings down Oakes. Pickersgill was on the inside. Here come the Bulls though. Keys, Wilde to Lilly. Lilly in front of the post to Kirk. Kirk's rolled over. 2 metres out from the post. Oh. And it's a penalty though, because Swinton were offside in the 10, and with 2 minutes 35 seconds remaining, Swinton were scrambling back, but they were in an offside position. James Green can't speak, my voice is going. This is another thrilling Betfred Championship game. Here goes Farrell. Farrell on tackle 1. He's pushed over the Swinton line and he's told to play the ball a metre out. It goes now to Wilde, to Lilly, to Peltier. Peltier! Ross Peltier! Peltier's in! He's held up though! Ecstasy turns to agony! We're going back to the 10. Bradford 30, Swinton 34. 2 minutes 14 seconds remaining. It would have been Peltier's 3rd try of the season. Disallowed, held up. Play back on. Peltier plays the ball. Goes to Lilly, to Farrell. He offloads the ball to Hallas, to Kirk! Kirk's got it down! No, he hasn't! is a green fly shot away from the Swinton line. Keys now to Staunton. Staunton! The ball's come off a Swinton arm, and they were going to live to fight another day. They've been trapped in goal. It's a goal line dropout, and we have 95 seconds remaining, and Swinton, they're going to run down the clock. I can't speak, James Green. This game has had everything.
I'm exhausted. I've not even been playing. Obviously, Swinton are going to use this full 30-second shot clock, leaving us with a minute. This is going to be the last roll of the dice now, the last set of the game. I said it earlier, we just need to stay composed, stay calm, use it all 6 tackles. And yeah, I don't even know what else to say.
Jack Hansen's restart. This is the game on the line for the Bulls. It goes up to the Swinton 40-metre line. It's taken in by Lilly. Lilly gives it to Kirk. Tackle number 1 for Bradford Bulls and John Keir's side. 80 seconds remaining now. Hitchcock's in front of the Swinton Lions post. Second tackle gone. 15 metres out, attacking the Ruley Avenue terracing. They're currently in jail. They're looking to roll a 0-0 on a double number. Lilly towards the line. Lilly's 5 metres out. What a tackle from Luke Waterworth. Wildy on this main stand side. They're in the corner. Farrell's in. Farrell's in. The Bulls levelling up. 34 points apiece. We've got 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Unbelievable sporting drama here at Odsal. The Bulls will escape with at least a point.
Well, you might be right there. We're coming down to a drop goal. You better get yourself another bottle of water down your Mick. I don't know what Conor Farrell's doing on this right wing here, but I think we'll let him off now. Yeah, great play from Matty Wildy. He actually shaped a kick when he saw people flying up. Sam Hallas pushes up on his right hand side, gets a 2-on-1 with the winger. Sam calmly gives Conor Farrell the ball. Here, mate, you finish it off. And he dives over from 2 metres out.
The Pulse 2 kick predictor says Joe Keys has
no pressure.
A 50% chance from this main stand touchline. Time has expired here at Odsal Stadium. The championship has delivered again. Compelling drama. Keys yet to miss this afternoon. Silence at Odsal. This to win the game for the Bradford Bulls. Like helping an elderly lady across the road. It's gone in front of the post. The Bulls will share a point with Swinton. 34 points apiece. Joe Keys, he couldn't